All right, Academy Award winners are back on the big screen, and a slew of new movies are streaming this weekend. Movie reviewer Greg Russell is here for some real talk and some wine and York.
Yes.
Just to put a footnote on that, fantastic breakfast sandwich.
Oh, wow.
And that wine, holy smokes. Let's start with the movie that has Oscar winners Anne Hathaway and Sir Anthony Hopkins. It's called Armageddon Time. It looks like a kind of a heavy drama.
Yeah, it's a multi-generational family story. Anthony Hopkins is like the first generation born here, and then, you know, his family and so on and so forth. But just about the problems and situations they're going through, and especially like his grandson, he goes to a new school and is getting picked on, so they have to, you know, help him just get involved.
All right.
Something's bugging you. What is it?
Sometimes kids say bad words about the black kids. Who's that? Somebody from my old school. Did they ever come to your house?
What do you do when that happens?
Obviously nothing, of course.
You think that's smart? My mother, you know, when we came over here, we didn't have much.
Why'd she come here?
They wanted to kill her, that's why. They were soldiers, and sometimes they go out looking for Jews. They hated us then, and they still hate us. So I got on a boat and we came over here to America, the land of dreams.
All right, as we head toward the final stretch of the calendar year, are we talking Oscar bait here?
Possibly. Everything I've heard about this one is, like you said, of course, very well acted, and also just such a deep and meaning story, especially with things today.
You think about Anthony Hopkins. I'm sorry, Sir Anthony.
Sir Anthony.
Think all the way back to 1980, Elephant Man.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Think about the career that he has had.
He has. I mean, and he's such a nice man too, and that's no joke. A great guy to talk to.
I'm not surprised. Next up, another movie with an Academy Award winner, Jennifer Lawrence, back in a drama that's in theaters and on Apple TV Plus, and this one is called Causeway.
Right. This is all about, she plays a soldier who got injured in war. So she's sent back home just to recuperate down in New Orleans. And it's really just this character study where it's her and this other guy, two people who on the outside you wouldn't look at as being friends, forge this really nice relationship, but they just sit up and talk to each other about everything.
Like a My Dinner with Andre kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of.
All right. How many reels for this one?
For this one, a 4. Because, I mean, you know, she does an excellent job.
As you would expect.
Yeah.
Okay. Now on to a movie streaming on Netflix with a familiar face from Stranger Things. This is Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
She is back for Enola Holmes 2 with Henry Cavill.
Yeah, he plays her brother Sherlock Holmes. And so she's finally opening up her own detective agency. And when she first gets it going, everybody's going, wait, you can't do this, you're a girl. And she's going, I know. Can you get your brother? And just about, she finally gets her case and just what she has to do to break it.
All right, let's check it out.
I fear she's tangled with the wrong people.
Posh girls like you don't belong in this fight.
Posh or not, one thing I am good at is fighting. She likes causing trouble, doesn't she?
Don't be so desperate to prove yourself, Enola.
But it's important. I know what that's like to feel alone, to be ignored. No one else cares for these girls. But I think I've made things worse.
Nonsense. Find your allies. Work with them, and you will become more of who you are.
Stop that!
You could be magnificent.
Was that Helena Bonham Carter?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Who is the target audience for this? Is this tween, teen, adult?
Adults, especially like if you like Sherlock Holmes, you'll get a kick out of this. But yeah, say late teens or something like that, 18, 17, 18, something like that.
Okay.
But I think you'd enjoy it too because, of course, it has British humor.
Okay, well,
which is
as well
our thing.
How many reels?
A 3.5 for this one.
Okay. Remember young Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
Nobody remembers it. Did Spielberg like executive produce that? He didn't direct it.
I think he did, because, God, that was, what, 1980?
85-ish?
Yeah.
Something like 86. And finally, a documentary from Apple TV Plus on the singer Selena Gomez and the tribulations of her life as a child star and massive pop celebrity.
Yeah. This is all about her having her, you know, breakdowns and different things like that, and just having to deal with being a celebrity and a lot of the stuff that goes along with it.
I don't want to be like super famous, but I do know that if I'm here, I have to use that for good.
What's holding you back from doing it?
That I'm not good enough. That's something that I've felt a lot of growing up.
In this life, you have to show people empathy, have a chance to give people more than what you receive.
What makes me happy is connection, and it helps me get out of my head.
Do you know who this is? Yes, she's real. Mommy went to school with her.
Clearly, I'm still here to use whatever I have to help someone else.
Okay, how many reels for this one?
This one, 3. Because it's really like for her young audience, you know, for the most part. Because the good part on that is people who are young, who are going through stuff, can see this and see, oh, somebody else is too. But also, for older people, you're going to see a lot of whining. And not the type of whining you just had over there with the meal.
Well, what's funny is over at the other place, when she came into the building and I interviewed her, she did not seem happy. She seemed very controlled, and they rolled in with a security detail that would have embarrassed the President of the United States. I mean, they had that building locked down for her, and we got 5 minutes with her, and then off she went, got, you know, the entourage and everything. I was just like, wow, that just happened. Anyway, where can people see more of your interviews?
Go to movieshowplus.com. You'll be able to see all the interviews there. Plus, you can enter to win contests as well. Get some nice swag, some T-shirts and different things like that, and movie tickets by just signing up for our newsletter. So, movieshowplus.com.
All right, Greg's going to try the wine and the charcuterie cheese board.
Ooh.
Pop Talk now.